Hello, my name is Brittany Beaumere. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation, Change and Implementation and Management Plan for Successful Policy Change. The health of our workplace is impacted by many factors. To objectively assess how healthy our workplace is, I use the Clark Healthy Workplace Inventory, a tool that looks at 20 statements to determine a health score. Our workplace scored 76 out of 100, which is mildly healthy. To best improve our workplace health, I looked at the areas that we score low on this assessment and identified areas in which we can improve. The areas that I have focused on improving today is how we go about instituting policy change that impacts the day-to-day functioning of nursing staff. What is our issue and why implement change? The purpose of this presentation is to summarize how we currently change policy, present adjustments to the way we change policy via the creation of a committee, discuss the impact and scope of the changes this committee will have, and finally discuss the details of implementing our new pathway for policy change. The creation of this team promotes shared governance for staff nurses, managers, and upper management rather than the policy changes being solely in the hands of upper management. According to Clark 2015, having members of the organization actively involved in shared governance, joint decision-making, policy development, review, and revision majorly affects workplace health. When our unit recently amended the float policy for nurses without involving the nurses, our workplace health was negatively affected. The process for policy changes I am presenting will place a higher value on shared governance. To better understand the issue at hand, I will break it down using the PICO method, which stands for Population of Interest, Intervention of Interest, Comparison of Interest, Outcome of Interest, and Time. The population is all nurses, support staff, charge nurses, and managers. The intervention of interest is how to amend policies in a way that meets our hospital's specific needs but does not negatively impact the workplace health. Our comparison of interest will be how we have amended policy in the past and how that process negatively impacted workplace health. The outcome of interest will be meeting the needs of our unit while maintaining workplace health in terms of employee satisfaction and patient safety. Finally, the time frame suggested to adjust this will be 3 months. 4 steps to positive change. The plan I am proposing to create our policy change committee is as followed. First, we will share with our staff the goal of creating a committee that focuses on amending policy with shared governance in mind. To achieve this, we will open this committee to all staff members and ensure that all voices will be heard, regardless of position within the hospital. Within this committee, I propose we select a team that will be responsible for finalizing new policies. The team will consist of members of all disciplines in our unit, including upper management, lower management, staff nurses, and support staff, as we are all stakeholder in hospital policy. Finally, all members of the team will be present in monitoring the success and satisfaction of the policy change after implementation. Mitigating risks. To best communicate these changes to the staff that are not involved in the committee, the team will select a communication liaison. This member will be present at all policy change meetings and responsible for sharing information after each meeting via posted minutes. By sharing meeting minutes in real time, staff will be kept up to date on the team's plans and have their opportunity to share their opinions in both the planning stages of the policy change and after implementation. This proposal requires staff members to take on a role in addition to their expected job functions. A potential risk to the success of creating a committee with so much involvement is the employees feeling if their time is not respected. To mitigate this, employees who join the committee will be compensated for time spent in committee meetings. Paying employees for their time is a small upfront cost compared to the cost of turnover due to employee satisfaction. Shared governance and policy change is positively correlated with good workplace health. According to evidence-based research, for this reason, it is important that we create a team to address policy change that represents all employees. Additionally, it is necessary that the information discussed by the team be appropriately communicated to staff who are not able to be present. Lastly, we must identify the importance and the need for this team by including their time spent in our budget. Through creating this committee, we are demonstrating that all voices are heard in making workplace health a priority.